are live. Welcome everybody. This is Twitch Pixel Studios. I am here today with a prolifically talented artist, animator, storyboard artist, comic creator Travis Fowler, as well as the storyboard artist, character animator, character creator Natalie Harvey, and myself, Jeff Salmon, writer, director, producer, character animator, and character designer as well. We are here today working on the shows that we love to bring to the world, which is basically our own ideas. And our channel is all about making sure that the artists and the creators behind these ideas get seen front and center. So we have this live stream going for you. If you see on your screen there, you can follow and subscribe and share our personal profiles as well as the Twitch Pixel Studios profiles around the web. Make sure to follow our artists because they need all the support they can get because we're trying to make this our full-time job. So without further ado, we'll sit here with Natalie, Travis, and myself while we work on some art and animation with you guys. Feel free to jump into the chat and ask us any questions along the way. We'll happy to answer any questions or just chat culture and geek and nerd stuff and movies and video games or whatever you want. So without further ado, Travis, Natalie, welcome back.
Yay!
Yay!
Good to be back, Jeff.
Yay! Kermit thing.
Yay!
Yeah, we are short one person this week.
Yes, we are. Mike, unfortunately, does not have internet after his move, so we're just waiting to get him up and running, so he should be back next week. He might actually pop his head in and say hi during the stream, though. I am just to do a quick check around the web to make sure we are actually live.
It's always a little quieter without Mike around.
Right?
Yeah,
He is the character of our show.
It's true.
the mascot.
Mentioned the Muppets. I wonder it's a totally absurd notion because the Muppets are such a visual thing, being outlandish characters. But I'm like, man, what if the Muppets did a podcast?
Well, that's kind of what their new show on Disney Plus is, and honestly, it's definitely aimed at a much younger audience.
Right. Well, I guess the one that they had on, what was it, ABC or something like that, was a bit more like adulty,
Oh
opposite.
yeah,
Oh,
I loved that show. It felt like 30 Rock, but the Muppets. It was great, but a lot of people hated it because it wasn't really for kids.
No, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, they're very much walk that line.
They do, and they always have, you know. But this new show, Muppets Now, I think it's called, on Disney Plus. Like, we watched the first episode. I had a laugh or two in it, but it's for kids, 100% for kids.
Right.
yeah, it's too bad.
There's but yeah, just imagine them like with a podcast. You could do anything. They could just like, it has that kind of like the flexibility of radio, where like, you know, we've stacked up 100 different people like on each other's heads, and then like, oh no, they've all fallen over. It's like, oh, they've done so much with just talking.
Yeah.
But it is funny because it's such a visual thing, these Muppets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, grew up watching that show. Loved it so much.
Awesome, and we are live working on every platform. For those of you who are watching, if you don't know, you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, all at once, same stream.
That's right. It's your choice, folks. Your preference.
There is no choice. You must watch us.
We've taken over all channels
That's right.
Yeah.
and all websites.
So what we got going
All
on
the
here?
websites.
Pull Nat up for a second, see what she's working on.
Yeah. Some more thumbnailing. If you've been following along, you will have missed a bunch of the ones that I did during the week, so I will start over again. Just do a quick flip through from where I left off.
Or maybe we leave that for them to find out later when we release the episode.
Yeah.
But I'm so intrigued. I must know what the Julia Filler Killer's been up to.
That's right.
That's right. Well, I already flipped through it quickly at the
That's
beginning
fine.
of
No,
the
see,
stream,
it looks
so-
really good though.
Yeah.
It's funny because Nat was even saying yesterday, it's like, now I'm doing all these new panels. I want to go back and redo the other panels because I'm so much better now.
Oh right. It's always the eternal curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's That's all right. It's just to get the point across. So when we make the actual cartoon, it looks good.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it'll be done again, or
And
you know,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Iteration and everything.
Right.
Well, let's hop over to Travis. And it looks like you're back
Woohoo!
onto Dungeon Flippers. Well, I guess you were doing that last week, just a different character, weren't you?
That's right. Yeah, we're back to Molly again. She's wearing. Usually she wears her fancy suit, but today I'm working on a rig of her more casual clothes, where she wears like a hoodie and shorts.
Nice.
I know particularly in the pilot I have planned, there's a lot of. She doesn't really get into her forever suit until like over halfway through. A lot of
That's
it's
right.
her just being a slobby normal person.
Being all depressed about she doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah.
It's just classic Travis, always doing Molly on live stream.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, now I get it. Yep.
It just feels so good. What can I say?
And I'm just working on the continuation from last stream, which is working on Officer Bacon for the pilot of Unicorn Dick. I'm doing his turnaround, so hopefully I'll get to the other angles. He's looking pretty good so far. I'm happy with him. Still got to get that groinal area / waist area looking correct. That's something I'm still not entirely sold on.
Maybe it's that thigh gap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, son. I'm not a big fan of your groin.
Maybe his thighs need to be more ham-like, like fatter.
Just a
Thicker.
couple of ham bones in there.
Yeah.
Get some more meat on that ham.
Get some of them
Exactly.
tender loins.
Yeah. The tenderest of loins.
Gotta figure out his. Oh yeah, I can put that into a cutter and then have that sit inside of his body. That's not a bad idea.
Cutters. So
Oh,
useful.
cutters.
I think I woke in a cold sweat last night, or maybe it was this morning, thinking about my rigs, in that like the suits I have with these, which I guess it's a shame because I don't have a suit to show at them like without opening the other files. I have the shirt as kind of like a piece, and it doesn't have like the coat pieces are kind of all meshed together. And I was remembering that there's a part in one of the scenes I've storyboarded for Dungeon Flippers where like Molly is like buttoning the button on her shirt, and I'm just like, I have no idea how you could do that with these rigs.
Well, I mean, at least with Toon Boom, you can just throw in an image substitution whenever you want. So worst comes to worst, that specific shot or sequence,
Yeah.
I should say, you can just do some image substitutions for.
It's true. I think for that, yeah, I'd have to make a special a suit up rig where she's buttoning the button and like putting her hands through the sleeve. It's like gonna need a custom rig for those probably.
Too
Just the
many
arms, just the
buttons to
torso.
button.
It's amazing how many regular daily actions become super complicated when you try to animate them.
It's
You don't
true.
realize it, but
Why
I
can't
remember-
animation just be easy?
Just want to push a button and have it be done. I think I remember hearing. I remember hearing once, although it's been a while since I've seen The Incredibles, so I can't remember specifically. I think I remember hearing that like there was a scene where Edna Mode, the fashion designer lady,
Yeah.
like sticks her hand through like a hole in like a tattered suit, and I think I remember hearing that like it was like that degree of like that kind of technical feat with the 3D rigs they were using at the time was like they had to like pull out all the stops to try and get that simple motion to work.
Jeez, one
Just with the
shot.
technology, yeah, with all the technology they limitations they had at the time.
not surprised. But it came out really awesome.
It really
Mhm.
did, though. Nailed it. There we go. Okay, so my problem is I had his waist and his legs too high, so I actually have to extend everything.
Oh, yeah.
Tippity tap on the keyboard. One disadvantage to having a mechanical keyboard. It's loud!
It is, yeah. It makes you sound like a hacker though whenever you're like having a whole bunch of stuff at once. It's like, I'm in.
I'm Angelina Jolie. A hacker.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that, what was it? Sandra Bullock's The Net too. Trying to watch those and seeing those actors as like computer whizzes, it's really hard to swallow.
Oh, right.
Especially after shows like Mr. Robot.
Right, yeah, it's like they just. I think there was like the movie Hackers, which I don't think I've seen. I may have only watched the trailer. I think was it Seth Green in that one? I don't know.
Not Seth
but-
Green. The guy who played Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that
movies.
guy. Yeah. But you know they were like, we've hacked into the school building sprinkler system, and I'm like, I don't think those have internet.
No, especially not back then.
It's like you can't just do these things.
We do what we want.
Hacked into the wooden door. No, like the doors are locked.
Yeah.
It's like they aren't connected to anything. It's just like a regular door.
The internet's in everything.
Like zooming in on recorded footage to enhance it.
Yeah.
Enhance. Oh, Blade Runner.
I know. It's like you can't enhance around corners.
Yeah, right.
Which is what I'm pretty sure what he does. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
I think it's
Maybe
through
it's
like
a-
reflections and stuff is what he's
Yeah,
trying
he
to
does look
do.
a reflect. Yeah.
I mean, I love that movie. It's one of my
Oh, yeah, it's
staples. But that
Very
part
good.
is always like, I'm not sure that's how it works, bud.
It's a very futuristic camera, I guess, or something.
That's right.
I still need to catch up with the newer Red Dwarf at some point, but I remember they had the that Blade Runner parody in one of the newer
Yeah.
specials, and they're like, wait, if we enhance onto this teardrop, which and see the reflection, and like enhance onto the reflection on this like fire hydrant, we'll see this thing.
Yeah.
So like take that joke to like the extreme.
So good though.
I love Red
Mhm.
Dwarf. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Although the latest stuff has been hit and miss for sure, but it's
I imagine.
overall I still love it because it's Red Dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the kind of show that needs a laugh track too.
Yeah.
Like-
Sometimes it's just this awkward silences.
Yeah. That Blade Runner parody is when they first didn't use a laugh track, and I found it weird at first, but because it was a Blade Runner parody, I still freaking loved it.
Right.
If it wasn't that, I probably wouldn't have given them any credence on not putting a laugh track on. Come on, guys! It's been a thing for years!
It always cracks me up, I guess unintentionally, when people like, will take Big Bang Theory and then like, or Friends and remove the laugh tracks from them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, this isn't funny at all.
It's like we've been
Yeah.
watching Jimmy Fallon on YouTube, and because he can't have an audience in house, his jokes just
Oh.
don't land.
Right, I
Yeah.
imagine.
It's so weird without people laughing at his jokes.
Yeah.
It's just him smiling and looking around.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that that one person at every party who tells jokes and nobody finds them funny. Keeps talking
Ooh.
anyway.
Ooh.
So
Don't tell Fallon.
But normally he is funny. I don't know.
But then you have to question, is he? Because without that laugh track, it's...
Yeah, it's always strange. Like, because I think I don't know. Like, I watched all of Golden Girls like a year ago or so, and like, it definitely like it accents things, but I'm like, I don't know. Is it the importance of it? I don't know. It's laugh tracks, man.
It's amazing the
Yeah.
difference it makes on those sitcoms.
Right.
Which is
I
also
also
strange
think
because that means it only really applies to sitcoms, which are kind of a dying breed right now.
True. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was any. Yeah, because it's like people only put laugh tracks in. Well, I guess there's Big Bang Theory.
That's a
what was it?
sitcom.
Yeah, true. I know, like, or like that these days people put them in as like a meta parody of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Like
I think
that episode they did in
yeah.
Community where Abed's in a live show and the laugh track's there.
Yeah, I know I've seen clips from the new season of DuckTales where like a genie puts them into like a laugh track. I guess they did it on that new Close Enough cartoon show too, but where it's like they like walk in and like they're like there's like a laugh track starting and they're like, wait, who's doing that? Where's this laughing coming from?
Yeah. I love that meta style. Meta humor for the win, personally. Not for everybody.
But oh yeah, laugh tracks. I often think about there's that joke in King of the Hill that I think about probably too often, where Bobby is working the like public announcements for school, and he's trying to make jokes, but no one's laughing at them, and Peggy's like, you need to like ring a cowbell after every joke, and like Luann walks in and it's like, guess what we're having for breakfast, Luann? Waffles. And she just like stands there and she's like, I said waffles, ding 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 ding. And she's like, oh, I get it now.
That's funny.
Wow. I don't think I've watched that show since it actually first came out.
Yeah.
I remember liking it though. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's kind of like a comfort show for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it reminds you of home.
Sure does. I think honestly, of sitcom families, I feel like I relate to that one the most.
Right?
Yeah.
I relate mostly, I think, to Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Mm,
Even though we don't
nice.
have kids, but kids act like adults on that show.
If I were to have a kid, though, I'd totally want it to be Gene.
Oh yes.
Gene Belcher for the win. In fact, Eric Arg, I always say, is Gene Belcher all grown up because they have such a similar sense of humor.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I feel like particularly the older I get, the more I just like I enjoy the Bob and Linda like subplots on Bob's Burgers episodes. Like the most mundane like kind of subplots that they get into, I'm always finding like the most interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I want to go back and see what they're doing when they get all the like, they order the coat racks, but they're all really small.
That's
And
right.
I'm just like, oh, this is great.
I love it when Bob's on his own adventure too, like the one where he gets his own plot in the community garden and he's talking for the plants. And he's like,
Yes.
oh, hey, Bob, you're back again. I need some water, Bob. Or the turkey.
Oh, the turkey is
Oh,
so good.
so good.
Yes. They've really kind of like they've got a tradition going now these days of like all the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving episodes.
Yeah.
Love those. Yep. I hope that show gets 20 seasons.
I hope it gets more than Simpsons. I prefer it.
Right.
9 out of 10 people prefer Bob's Burgers.
That's right. Start with
The-
the nose for front view.
I was a lot of the old Simpsons episodes I hadn't watched until recently, oddly enough. They have them on Disney Plus, and I ended up kind of just binging through like the first like 11 or 12 seasons.
Whoa.
A lot of stuff, a lot of content. But it is funny how like there's almost a clear, sharp point where I'm like, wait a minute, the show has suddenly stopped being as good like as it was earlier.
Yeah, they kind of went to that Family Guy formula to keep up with the times, and they kind of
Yeah.
broke what Simpsons originally was, that we grew up with, I should say. I don't mind some of the stuff they put out, actually.
Oh yeah.
It's just
They-
not the same feeling that you used to get, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like it becomes like almost like a brand, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're essentially like a snake eating its own tail, just kind of like becoming a parody of itself.
Oh,
That's a good way to
Ouroboros.
put it. Yeah. Ouroboros.
Our Rob or Ross.
Oh yeah. Oh, Red Dwarf again.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna call me Rob or Ross.
That's right.
Couldn't figure it out.
We're going to feed you. It's all about Rimmer, though.
Oh,
Yeah, Rimmer's great.
so good.
He's
You have to have that like uptight, like straight man character.
You do. You really- and
Yeah.
he's like the embodiment of any actor who wants to play that type of character should watch him
Yeah.
because he nails it. It's a nice little bit of a little tidbit of behind the scenes stuff I saw on one of the Red Dwarf kind of behind the scenes things about the actor who plays Crichton. And I always Nat's probably sick of hearing this story, but essentially he was asked, where did you get the idea for Crichton's accent? And he's like, oh, it's actually an accent from one of my favorite cities on the planet, Vancouver.
Oh.
He puts that Crichton is a Vancouver accent, apparently.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, not Canadian, Vancouver.
I didn't know we had an accent.
Parts on there. I was thinking about how I hadn't been making as many new songs for Dungeon Flippers lately, which is mostly because I don't really need any at the moment. Because I'm not making like episode after episode or anything.
Yeah.
But it is funny, like I feel like song inspiration, I guess a lot of inspiration hits me the same way, but I feel like particularly I've noticed with trying to come up with songs is that almost like the cliche, like it hits me all at once, like a bat over the head, just being like, I've got it. Like I was,
Eureka!
aha! And, like I'll start to plucking at a few chords, and then I'm just like almost all at once. It's like, ah, here it is.
Great
The song,
Scott!
it appears.
Manifests.
Yeah, which is really fun. I think, like, honestly, because I mean, with drawing stuff, you have to like sketch everything out and stuff. And for some reason, with writing songs, a lot of times, for my hack sense of music writing, it's like, ooh, these 4 chords are good. Let me just like hum a little tune, and then like eventually it's like, oh, here we go. We got the magic right here.
Here comes the magic.
Reminds me of Tenacious D a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the.
I told you to do the bendy.
I don't even know if I knew that you played. Is it guitar that you're strong
I can
on?
play. Yeah, the ukulele.
Ukulele. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew that. Do you have it in arm's reach? Would you play us a little tune?
Sure.
Yay! Children, gather round. It's time for music time with Travis. Let's put him up on full screen. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if our current background music's gonna be.
Yeah,
That's
hold on.
true.
I can pause that. Give me a second here. I'm good at that.
You have the technology.
I do. Well, literally, it is technology. So.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
These are the 4 chords that were hitting me good today.
Ooh.
B flat and then an F and then a C, D minor. But yeah, play all kinds of things. Ooh, I started figuring out the Portal ending theme still alive.
Yeah.
I started figuring out.
Smells of
Yeah.
triumph.
I started figuring out some of the tabs for it with ukulele. It's like. there's no, let's see, no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a game. Yeah, for the people who are still alive. Yeah, so it's like, it's pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, ukulele time.
Woo!
Aw, Snap, you getting the guitar out?
The
Nice.
guitar lele. The guitar lele.
Yeah. I know when we used to live together, you'd play some, and you're really good at it.
Yeah, well, it's practice. Practice makes
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, right. Ooh.
Should do a jam session live stream at some point.
Right?
Yeah, I'll shake my maraca so hard.
Yeah.
That sounded sexual.
Sexual.
Really got that feeling. I want sexual healing. Sexual. I like the word sexual. It's way better than sexual.
Yeah.
That's how Stewie says it, I think.
No, yeah.
Sexual.
Sexual.
Yeah.
Now, doth one. This is where I'm gonna start having to mess around a bunch trying to make this look right. It's like, how do I get its brim to look proper?
Let's see, let me take a look.
Yeah, that doesn't look right at all. I gotta look up a police hat. Classic police hat.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I always imagine it with 3 points on top for some reason.
Yeah.
Now I got the freaking Portal song in my head.
Right.
This was a triumph.
So good.
Good.
I often think about how GLaDOS is kind of I guess this generation, but I mean, I guess a lot of generations past boomers, I guess, but of HAL 9000, like for so long, like the cliche of the evil AI is always the HAL 9000, but I feel like GLaDOS has kind of stepped up to fill that role of
Oh,
of being
definitely.
this crazy AI.
She is badass as a boss. Like that, the whole game series was awesome because of GLaDOS.
Yeah, having her like just passive aggressively like chiding you all the way, getting put into a potato. So
And then
good.
she betrays you anyways.
Yeah, right.
What a jerk!
Spoiler alert. Jeez.
If they haven't played it by now, not my problem. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. We went and saw Video Games Live, the live concert where they put on video game CDs, and they had this amazing voiced chick come out and sing like the entire thing, almost in like an opera voice, on top of a full-backed band. Oh, it was great.
Nice. I wonder if it was I know the woman who plays GLaDOS sings opera. I wonder if it was her.
It
Oh,
might have actually been her, yeah.
wow.
About that.
Hope so.
I don't know her name, but yeah, I think I remember hearing that she was an operatic singer.
Cool. Opera is neat.
Is it?
I like opera.
I'm not a big opera guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I know it's often hit and miss with me. I know, like, really big fan of Mozart's The Magic Flute Opera. But I mean, I guess that's not too surprising because it's kind of like it reminds me a lot of like an RPG.
I guess you can see that for sure.
Starts out with a big monster fight and like lots of like, you have to save this princess who's in this castle. And then there's like a big JRPG style twist halfway through, where it's like, am I on the wrong side?
Are we the baddies?
But I know, like, a lot of Wagner's operas, like all the Valkyrie stuff. It's like I enjoy all the music that's not the people singing. All of the instrumental stuff with Wagner is really good, but I feel like when you actually are sitting and watching it, it is the cliche of like, I am singing what I'm talking.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't really a melody. It's just you're just kind of going up and down while you're talking.
It's
Yeah.
talk rapping.
Right.
Jeff, you might want to change the screen back from featuring Travis to all of us.
What? But
Yes.
it's Travis. You don't love Travis.
Well, yeah.
Thanks for reminding me, though.
No probs.
I think that actually worked. So that could probably be whiter. Maybe too white.
Did you find a good reference for a police hat?
I did.
Hmm.
There we go. This was a triumph. Damn it!
The
Oh, did you put the music back
earworm.
on?
Oh right, yes, good call.
Yeah, that'll help. Yeah.
I do love your singing, but can't sing all the time.
But I've been with you for 20 years. I'm kind of done with it.
No.
All right, time for the hat. The hat.
Le
The hat.
chapeau.
The plane. Jacques. Right. How to do that weird ass shape. Guess if that's the case, stripe would be there. Still have to go around his head, so it'd be like this. And then up and out and up and over. Like that. Yeah, that looks right. Just not wide enough. Had to choose a classic police hat, which has got so many little nooks and crannies and weird angles on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
At
interesting.
least it's not like those. It's not like the Scottish police ones that have like the checker pattern.
Oh yeah, that would be such a pain.
Yeah. Or it may just be British. I don't know. But either way, up there, over there, those checker patterns.
I guess I can close that off. Delete that. Go back to here. Oh, that's not correct layer ordering. Jeff. This guy, I tell ya. This Jeff guy, what a douche. Thanks, Nat.
I mean, what? You're so hard on yourself. What the heck?
That should be at the back of everything. There we go. And go to this layer. Take that schmeg head.
Recently, I've been, as kind of like a background show, I've been having on a lot is Space Ghost.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. They have it all on HBO Max and stuff. So I just kind of been having that on. There's a lot of it. I wasn't aware. But it's been making me wonder, like, how they scripted or shot or shot, like, the interviews and planned things out, because it's weird how improv-y and natural it feels, despite I'm sure there's a lot of, like, planning involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I may know someone who worked on it, so I need to ask them, like, how did they do this? Was it all
Good question.
scripted and they just made it sound very improv, or the other way around?
Well, when you find out, let us know.
Definitely.
One of those 20th century mysteries we need to answer.
Screw the pyramids.
That would be difficult.
Agreed.
How doth one screw a giant pyramid?
Ask the Egyptians.
Yep. I think the answer is one step at a time.
Ah, because there's steps on them?
That's right.
Fully intentional joke.
It was. Come on.
That's looking a bit better. No, not the brim.
Nobody on chat today?
Nobody yet.
Not yet.
You're missing out. Some prime banter here.
Right. And some good music.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. And art.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that jelly-filler killer doing to that dresser?
He's about to put his marble away. Actually, I'm pretty proud of that dresser.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom out a little bit. You can see it here. There we go. It really brings the room together.
Yeah.
As the stream catches up. Walks on over to his marble, picks it up, has a good old think about it,
Ooh.
and now spin it around to tuck it away with the rest of his collection.
Nice. So is he collecting marbles or any other kind of precious loot?
There's probably lots of precious loot in this place. And these aren't your ordinary marbles either.
Ooh.
Secret to be
Magic
revealed.
Marbles.
Nice. Thinking about dressers, as I do. No, but with me moving in a week or so, I think a lot of the reason I've been doing it is just because I've been spending so much time trying to take up as little space as possible. And I'm like, I'm gonna actually dig my roots into the ground a little bit. But in doing so, I was like, ooh, maybe I should like get a dresser. Because I've been usually keeping my loose clothes in my suitcase. I've been using it as just kind of a makeshift drawer out of a suitcase. And I'm like, ooh, that might be nice. And I could use my suitcase as a suitcase.
As is tradition.
Right. When I go home for the holidays, I don't have to empty out my entire dresser drawer essentially to turn it into a suitcase again.
Oh jeez. Yeah. You guys got IKEA down there?
Got one right next door actually. I
Yeah?
actually live like right now I live about a block away from an IKEA.
Oh, lucky.
And then I guess the place I'm moving to is actually not that far away, so it'll only be a few minute drive.
Nice. Yeah, no shortage of choice of good dressers there.
Oh yeah. I got all the flirter knoppers and the sleeve.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of poor dressers at IKEA.
Yeah.
And Jeff's team quit on him that day.
I don't even have a dresser. I had one as a kid, but not anymore.
Well, where we're living now, we don't have any room for one.
That's true. We couldn't have had one here if we wanted to. But I see the appeal, that's for sure. Being able to just slide out this drawer and all your clothes are laid out, folded neatly,
Okay, I get the point. I'll get you a dresser.
color-coded, and in order of season. Yep. That would be nice.
The floor plan of the place I'm moving to, there's this thing where it's like you get a bigger closet, but it's also essentially your laundry room. Like they have like, it's like a big room between the bedroom and the bathroom where it's like essentially a big walk-in closet with the washer and dryer also in it.
Oh.
Which is interesting. I think it'll be, think of the time I don't have to walk from my dirty clothes hamper to the laundry. It'll be in the same spot.
Oh, you could just
Yeah.
throw it directly in, let it pile up until it's full, and start her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like our last place. We had our washer and dryer right next to the closet. It was really handy.
Ah, nice.
I mean, let's be honest, it was in the closet. Wasn't it?
Kind of. It was like a whole laundry corner.
You're a whole laundry corner.
Welcome to Laundry Corner.
Welcome to the laundry corner. Last week on Laundry Corner.
There's a show I'd watch.
We gotta separate these loads.
Stat.
Those are whites, I told you, whites!
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't add bleach to this. What are you thinking? No.
This is dry clean only.
Next time. This is permanent press!
See, there's just so much you can do.
It's like, I don't understand what these ancient symbols mean. And it's just like all the weird like washing direction symbols.
Right?
Ancient code.
They can be pretty complicated.
Yeah.
Even I don't know what some of those mean.
It'll just be like some wavy lines or like a dot and a triangle, and I'm just like, what is this?
Yep. Well, I'm happy for you, Travis.
Yeah, it should be exciting.
Didn't you just move where you are now, though?
Oh no, I've been here actually for a few years now.
Oh, you haven't done the big move yet. That's
Right, yeah. I've been hyping it up, but
Yeah.
I think I've still got about another week and change. Fortunately, I don't have like that much. I think I have about a room's worth of stuff, so moving.
You have an SUV's worth of stuff.
Yeah,
As we
this is
learned when
true.
we moved here.
Yeah. I have. Yeah, it's been about the same amount since then.
That's awesome.
Order me a new mattress.
Did you get one of them foam?
Yeah, I got me a Casper mattress.
Nice. You're gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
anticipation.
We did the same
That
thing, but we got the Douglas brand, which is a Canadian brand, but the Casper was up there on the list with us too. They are
Yeah.
just changed how I sleep, man. Those
Ooh.
memory foam
Oh.
beds. Whew.
So good.
Nice.
So good.
So
Yeah.
good.
Wait for babies.
Flavor babies. Arrow 2. This time it's. Wait a minute. Oh, strong bad. So awesome.
But oh yeah, I've been sleeping on an XL twin bed for the past couple years,
Oh, no.
which I found I actually really enjoy because it's just the right amount of mattress for me without much else.
You never want
So-
too much mattress.
Yeah, it always feels strange. I think I learned that when I was living the first place I stayed at in Kelowna with Scott.
Oh yeah.
Having that king size mattress, and I'm like, I don't need all this mattress. It's too much. But thusly, I was like, I could get a really nice mattress if I got a small one. Getting an XL twin fancy mattress versus like, like a cheap queen or something.
XL Twin just sounds like a new Elon Musk rocket. The XL Twin is
Launch
launching today to the ISS.
If you look in the sky, you might be able to see the Twin XL.
It's just a mattress with 4 astronauts.
Flying through space.
Mattress in space.
It's like the end of 2001 where it's like the monolith, but it's a mattress
It's a
Yeah.
floating through space as like the chanting, like the oh.
I'd watch that.
Yes. 2001, A Sleep Odyssey.
Nice. New place, new mattress. What else you gonna get there?
I'll have to get a couch at some point. I don't have one now, and I'll need some place to to sit down.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to that a lot because I kind of do everything from this desk as is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like having a chill place sounds
So is
nice.
this like a place to yourself finally, or are you just renting a room?
Oh
again?
yeah, it'll be just me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah. And it's also cool because like I think I mentioned, I guess it was just Nat that I mentioned too earlier, but I have some of my friends live in the same complex.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think I
we
mentioned
talked
that
about
a few
it
weeks
last
ago.
week,
Yeah. So we can just pop over
Hang out anytime.
whenevs. Yeah.
That's rad.
Party all night.
Hmm.
Party every day.
Because we all know how hard Travis parties.
I know.
Oh,
It's
he's
such a
about
hard
to?
party. No.
Now that you've got the opportunity to party.
Oh, I have potential to party.
Right.
Most people have to fight for their right to party.
Oh yeah, not in America, I guess.
You have to fight for your right to partake. In retrospect, I should have not. I should have made this character not have his arms and hands up. I should have done the T pose. I should have done the T-pain. Shall they? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Working on these dangly bits.
Classic
good
dangly
dangly
bits.
One finds on a hoodie.
Yep. Sometimes I pull the strings out though.
I always end up pulling the strings out, or they end up getting sucked in through the threaded hole,
Oh yeah.
and then you can never get them out
happens.
again.
Oh.
Never.
It's the blurst. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Gonna
I always-
label. Ooh, good.
I always hit shift first when I go to drag something in Toon Boom, and I end up deselecting instead of moving along the line.
Yeah.
Idiot! God! Oh!
I'm going to label the little doodads at the end of the strings aglets, even though they technically, these ones are less of aglets than real aglets. But how often you get to get the chance to have something that is an aglet in your rig?
Yeah. That's a real word?
Oh
Aglet?
yeah, it's the name of the little plastic things at the end of shoelaces.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Which, yeah, it's like a silly name for a thing that you don't think about often. But I was like, ooh, yes, I'm just going to go ahead and label it that, because how often do I get the chance?
Check out Officer Bacon on the stream doing a little shimmy.
Yeah, shimmy that bacon.
Shimmy that bacon! Last time on Shimmy That Bacon.
You're shimmying too hard. You gotta slow down. Looks good.
You use too much grease. He's shimmying too fast.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to try and flip his angle now. Copy cells from timeline. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know how to do this or not, Travis and Toon Boom, but have you ever copied entire poses over and flipped them with only a few clicks?
Maybe, but just in case, how about you show me how it's done?
Yeah, let me show you how I do it. Now I'm sure other people do their own way, but I'll put myself up here for you. Jeff one up? Yeah, that'd be me. It's me. So generally what I do is I find the angle I want. For this case, I'm going to do the opposite 3/4 angle of the pig right now. I'll wait for it to catch up a little there for you. But what I do is I select all the frames that I want. I right click and I copy cells from timeline. I then paste those same cells in the timeline into the frame I want the other angle to be in. Paste cells in timeline. And then with those still selected, I hit the duplicate drawings button. And all those drawings now become drawing 3 on those layers. So now they're technically brand new drawings. Then what you
Mhm.
can do is you can use your select tool with the lasso, all drawings, all layers. You select everything and you flip it, and then you just gotta nudge it into proper place.
Ah.
And then once it's there, now those are entirely new drawings, so when I go back to the other angle, nope, it ruined it somehow. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I did all layers. Ha! Sorry, let me retry
Oh.
that. So I need to turn this one button off, which is apply to all frames. I meant to just have apply to all
Ah.
layers on. Once I have apply all layers on only on that frame,
Mm-hmm.
duplicate these drawings again first before I do that. Now I can actually marquee it all. And then when I flip it, you'll notice that I'll move them into place. Now I have a whole new set of drawings flipped from the other side. With little effort, right?
Nice.
Is that all?
Oh.
And that's it. That's all it takes. I know a lot of people have
Huh.
issues with that. Some people do it like drawing layer by drawing layer. Some people do it frame by frame. Like it's really can get tedious, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was quite a time saver when I lived.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah, and I got all them poses.
That's right. Half a turnaround.
So
Well,
cool.
almost half a turnaround. Just need profile view, then I'll have a half a turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably turn on my onion skin here.
Get on that onion skin.
Oh, why is my onion skin not showing? What the heck?
Yeah, I sometimes have to click on the layer to get it to show.
Oh, right. It does it by layer, doesn't it? So if I select all
Yeah,
of these layers, there we go. I see. Yeah. So what I'd want to do then, select all of that, nudge this over into place to match the character who is currently looking front. That guy, those feet there. And tilt him back just a little. Thanks, Nat. That is exactly what I needed.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Have you
How
tried
cool.
turning it on and off again? Oh, good, Moss. Here. Shut up, Roy. I love that show so much. So glad it's on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There we go.
Dance.
I love seeing character rigs come to life. And then when you finally get the full turnaround done, you hit play for the first time, it looks like an actual 3D
Oh.
model. So satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
1
Yep.
hour down. I'm not doing my midstream announcements anymore. People don't get it, then they don't get it. For all of those, for those of you not watching live,
I got the kinematic output on the aglet dangly bits. Let's show it off here, but I got the circle part. It's like it's paired to the string, but it won't get deformed.
ooh,
Yeah, see, there it goes. I can bend these
Oh,
strings
look at
however I
that.
want, and the circle will never get warped.
here, let me throw you up on the
Wow.
main screen, and you can showcase to people.
So is that why you put them on their own layer then?
Yes, I put it on there so okay, I can do its thing.
Oh,
but
you're
yeah.
just using a regular deformer. A curved
Oh yeah, the
deformer.
regular deformer. Yeah, for the string, and then the little aglet ball thing has a, I think it's a kinematic output.
To connect to
thing on.
that one bone piece on the end of the deformer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way it won't end up getting squished.
That's the one thing I always have to teach people when they're getting into rigging. It's like you gotta add these special kinematic outputs, and then you can also set
Mhm.
those kinematic outputs to anchor differently than the rest of the thing too, right? So you can actually have
Yeah.
them be manipulated and moved the proper way you want them to. I love deformers so much. And they come so far. Like, there was a long time ago you could only use them for very specific things, but now you can use them for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Now, the problem you do face with doing that, problem you do face with doing that, that the right ear is following the proper flow of being on the right side of the body and left, so you actually have to get them copy pasted just opposite of each other.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good point.
Now, if I felt like, say I select this ear here. I gotta make sure. Now it's actually gonna flip to the opposite side of the body when it shouldn't be. It should actually be behind his head now. For that, you right. All I have to do there is just copy and paste and slap it on the proper layer.
I will be right back because I'm going to make some coffee and cuddle with the puppy.
For flow. Oh, I know it's going slow. I have
Oh, yeah, they'll do it.
In fact, I bet you the stream can't even tell what I'm saying. Let me just check that. The body. Every time I try and launch the stream, get the on, it freezes my stream. Whatever. Being paid. To the opposite of each other.
For some reason,
Now, if I
recently, my
select this ear.
that thing, my Harmony does
Side of
this
the-
thing where like it leaves like a weird trail.
Do there, just
an after image of where my mouse has been. You seen that on the screen?
and tell what I'm saying.
I usually just ignore it, but it is an unusual phenomenon.
Every time I do it, every time I try and watch
It's
the
actually the
stream
first
on
time
my
I-
phone and I turn.
First time I've tried making
from
as
being
big
muted to
and
being
wild
on, it
a
freezes my
shape
stream
of
for
this
some
strange mouse trail.
Kind of makes restream pointless, but whatever.
Because I'm just hovering the mouse over the screen. I'm not actually clicking anything. But it'll in the drawing. I think it's in the drawing view mostly. But I end up getting a strange, vibrating trail of where the brush has been hovered over.
I never unless I'm having serious problems and I have to pop over to it for some reason.
Usually, I guess about once my rigs start getting complicated, it's good. I usually like to have them for soloing. I guess there is the soloing, like where you can click on it and just see the one layer, but usually I use it for just honing in on one
Phenomenon?
particular piece.
Well, that's not the right. That is so weird. I never use the drawing view. Like, unless I'm having serious problems and I have to pop over to it for some reason, I never use it. must shut down Unreal Engine. It is
Oh,
killing
Natalie's
me right
"Be
now.
Right Back"
There we go.
text
Sorry,
is very
Unreal.
nice looking. Good
I
handwriting.
wanted to get a shot of his
Very
face
nice
so I could
handwriting.
get him sized right, but I
Mhm.
don't want to bog the stream down. Hey, you don't get to claim your compliments if you're not listening. No, give me my eyebrow. Give me my eyebrow. Isn't it just? She should do calligraphy. Hey, you don't get to claim your compliments if you're not listening.
Excellent. Ooh, that's looking snazzy. I know you weren't asking me, but but still, looking at it now, that's looking real good. Yeah.
Excellent, Smithers. You know what, Smithers? I think I'll donate $3 million to a charity. Really, sir? When pigs fly. You gonna be donating that $1 million, sir? I think not. So good. That's true. But I also feel like he'll be a recurring character in the show because he's on top that they would. What do you think of my police hat, Nat? Look good?
Hmm.
Yeah, I just gotta peg everything so I can layer things right on the other angles, but that's after. That's an after thing. I'm not sure. Do we need him from profile? I don't think we do we? But I feel like he'd be a recurring character, so maybe I should. Yeah, but if I need him to turn around, I need that profile shot. That's the point of the whole rig, right?
Uh-huh.
That's why you want those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But I also feel like he'll be a recurring character in the show because he's the one cop that they always run into, kind of deal, right? Yeah. I mean, there's another character that's a teddy bear in uniform that's behind him in the same shot.
Yeah, that's
he only
fun.
needs a front view.
Like a bunch of weird,
Maybe an over the
weird
shoulder
characters.
view from behind, you know. Officer Bacon and Officer Bentley. Partners. Oh, but if they're partners, then they should probably do both of them. Yeah. I was tempted to do a live stream in the next month or so where all of us just sit down and make random ass Unicorn Dick characters together. Because they're all like most of them are stick arms and legs when you're doing like food products or like pieces of garbage that are a character, you know, because there's. But what I would do is I'd sit down with you guys and be like, okay, here's the different factions. There's the mythicals, there's the forgotten, there's the candies. You know, there's all these different kind of subspecies in the World Unicorn Dig. You just choose one you want to do and
Saturday
make
on
a
the
couple
street.
characters in it. Natalie's doing a Finnish lesson.
To make
One of the words that came up is
Molly's,
pig.
the legs of her shorts.
And
Then
I'm
I
working
think
on
this
Officer
will be-
Bacon. It's just coincidental. Not ironic, but coincidental.
Yeah, it's true. Those gym shorts on. Hot pants.
Okay, looking good.
Try those ones.
Once Nat gets back here, I'm going to take a break myself.
They were mighty.
Yeah, I will, but I'll make my own coffee. Just do your thing. Thank you.
On a hot summer day, the high of 40 degrees Celsius.
Nobody cares
Still work.
about us, guys.
We're good.
I mean, we're here to do this for ourselves, so.
But I like what Molly's wearing.
Yeah. I may have to zhuzh the colors around at some point, but I'll figure that out once I get all the pieces on there.
That's one of my favorite parts, picking the colors.
Yeah. And whenever I tried making,
She's
because I was
naked!
playing around with the different colors for like what her hoodie could
Actually,
be,
she just
and
looks
same
like
with the
she's
shorts
wearing,
too.
like, those
And
really
it's like one of
short
those
gym
tricky
shorts.
things where like has so much kind of like reddish color on her that if you get like an orange or a different shade of red, it just looks like she's not wearing any clothes.
Yeah. Not really what you want to go for right now.
She looked great in them.
Cool colors are definitely more suited for her.
Yeah, and plus blue is such a good
Were they
complement to
too
browns and
hot?
oranges, right? So
Oh yeah, that's true.
you could go with a lighter blue, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Turquoise shorts already do really work.
Mm-hmm.
Work the shorts.
Alright, I shall return momentarily.
Does Molly ever change her jewelry, like her earrings?
Ooh, she might. Just the other day too, I was thinking about like the idea that like a lot of characters in this show have horns, and I was like, would they put rings on them or bows?
Oh.
Like I imagine
She's
a
working
lot of
on
characters in this world have horns that they'd have
Alright,
some
I
way of
shall
like
return
decorating it. But
momentarily.
yeah, she could have different earrings, could be replaced for different occasions.
Yeah.
Horn decorations. Her
Yeah.
goatee could have a bow like in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, definitely. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a ring over the horn, though. That's a really cool thought.
Yeah.
Just sort of sitting there nice and snug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's fun. Good old character design.
Mm-hmm. I feel like with Unicorn Dick, there's always so much room for. It's kind of one of those things that often like a problem can end up being more of a fun solution sometimes. Where it's like, particularly with like comedies and like with wacky worlds and stuff, where it's like, oh no, but if you know, the size of the characters is vastly different. Like, how would they fit in the same kind of car? It's like, well, maybe they have tiny cars, or the seats could be different sizes, or like, you know, it ends up
Yeah.
becoming more of a springboard for fun jokes.
Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah. Creative problem solving. Sure do a lot of that in this profession.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's good too because then you end up coming up with something that you wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Yeah.
And at first you think it's a problem, but then good thing that problem did come up because then you come up with something super cool.
Yeah, totally.
Personally, I like adding all kinds of details to things, and I'm looking at what you're drawing right now, and I'm like, oh, you could do polka dots, you could color her nails, you could do stitching,
Oh.
and that's like way too much.
Yeah.
Definitely don't
A little
wanna
bit, but
animate
you
that.
could- yeah, it's true. But I mean, for special occasions, you could always do a fun
That's
costume change where.
Yeah, or if you're doing a poster, right? Because then it's just a one-off.
Oh yes, that's always a good thing with that. Like, not have to worry about all those things.
Yeah. Do you ever go just like super heavy on the detail just for the fun of it?
Yeah, I think sometimes. I think I do.
Yeah.
I know, like, it was some of the concept art I did, which I guess was more like background details, but being able to be like, oh, let's add all these different things, just for for this one, this one image.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Nice. Almost makes me wish I had a coloring book of your characters just so that I could add just crazy details of it all.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Put her in a Hawaiian theme hoodie with palm trees and
Ooh.
hibiscus flowers.
In general, like of my many dungeon flippers pipe dreams, one of them has always been like, wouldn't it be cool if there were just a whole season of it where it's just beachfront properties? It's like
Nice.
specifically tropical themed, like
Heck yeah.
them doing all the dungeon stuff, but it's all like on the coast, and they're all wearing like tropical shirts and doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that would be the perfect time for them all to have fancy, like I guess like I'm wearing tropical
Yeah,
shirts.
right. Pretty much. Yeah. Someday, when you have a whole team of people doing that show with you,
Yes.
you can add more detail because there's more people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, so he's got the jelly filler killer got that big loot box full of marbles, or I guess 3 other
Yeah.
marbles.
Just 3. I initially drew a whole bunch, but then I realized there was only supposed to be 4 in total, so I had to take some out.
Oh.
There's me going crazy on the detail again. Like, yeah, marbles. There's gonna be like 20 in this drawer. No, he doesn't have that many yet.
Not yet. Soon. Someday, maybe.
Oh yeah, why not? Right? He's a collector of things.
But we'll find out later.
Ooh.
That's right. To be revealed.
Mm. That's true. Yeah, I know. Like sometimes with things I've worked on, yeah, they'll end up being boarded profile views of characters, and it's just like usually this doesn't end up working out. Yeah.
Got my coffee. It's pig and shit.
And I guess like unless you have a character who looks particularly like particularly good, but there's very or like Benedict Cumberbatch or I guess like looking up I guess like Cleveland, my dragon guy, like he's one of those characters you never want to see him from the front, but he looks good from the side.
Yes, I'm doing this profile view, which is never really profile because
Yeah, or if you have a weird view of him, like if he had his like nose down or up, or like a weird thing, but directly dead on looks bad. But he can pull off he can pull off a profile, all right.
It just really doesn't, right? So they end up looking 2D, very flat if you go full profile. You never go full profile. Yeah. Yeah, well, and you never would see him full front either because he's got that really long nose, so you always want to have it skewed to one side, right?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I think I have some music on. Let me see if I. Nope, don't hear anything.
I'm sure he'd love to hear.
Oh wait, I got a little bit of it. Yeah, but only like just a little.
This over the craft here.
So.
And that should be there.
Nice.
That should be like that. Almost profile.
Kalur Artulator.
That's right. That's how us Canadians spell it.
Can you hear the train coming, Travis?
Yeah, it's like.
Nice. That means our mics are actually doing their job.
So whenever I type down in the search bar for the color art node thingy, it's always like gotta make sure I don't. I gotta make sure I spell it
I'm
right,
aiming my mic.
or it won't show up.
Heard the horn a bit?
yeah. So
Oh.
Yeah. Good.
yeah.
Das Guten
So
Tag,
looking
yeah.
at these effects nodes, I know like There's gray is always weird where like sometimes it's AY, sometimes it's EY for gray. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now that do they spell with AY? I don't even.
Color.
I think about it. I'm gonna type that in gray. Gray.
Because it's more coloring.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Mr. Gray.
Now that I think about it, yeah, AY seems.
Oh right, it does come. That's right, because
incorrect.
Toon Boom's a Canadian
Yeah,
program.
that's weird.
I didn't even think about because it's spelled the way we're used to seeing it. I didn't even think of it.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Very odd.
Mm-hmm. I think that's British versus regular English too. Because how do they spell Earl Grey out there, right? I'm not sure. Or is Grey used as a name and not a color? Mr. Grey? Mr. Grey? Doesn't sound right. I think it's for names, specifically. Because I know people's last names, which could be Grey, you know?
Oh yeah.
Well, that'll do it. Profile view, and I left his eyebrows by mistake, and I started looking at him like, what's wrong with this picture? And his eyebrows are still way over on the side of his head. And he just has a surprised look on his face because he doesn't have any eyebrows. Ah, wrong thing. Alright. I think I can actually cheat this hat for the most part of the profile view. I love cheating stuff.
Yay.
We'll let you know what looks funny when you've drawn it.
Yeah.
If anything looks funny.
Or if it's supposed to look
Yeah. Maybe it's supposed to.
fun.
Black outlines. Alright. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. 'Cause I don't really understand the shape of his head versus how the hat's shape would change. I'm gonna make it up as I
Yep,
go
getting there.
and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Thanks!
I get this leg. The second leg of shorts should be all done for this view.
You don't know me.
Molly puts her shorts on one leg at a time.
Alright, let's figure this part out. First, go here.
Just like all of
This crap out
Yep.
of the way.
us.
I guess the brim would come down and cover that anyways.
Flying leap.
Brim in there, it should
Legs
be
first.
ish.
Feet first into these shorts.
Face first.
Them shorts are coming long. Yeah. I jump into my shorts. Any good warrior must leap feet first into their shorts. Okay, stroke. Okay. Oh, am I on the wrong layer with everything? Yes, I am.
Got that snoot. That hog snout. I'm watching.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
We'll make everybody watch us watching me. How's that, guys? I'll come on the stream in like 30 seconds.
Ooh, it looks pretty good. Ooh.
No, I have a full turnaround. I mean, head turn from 3/4 to profile I wanted you guys to look at, but it's actually ways behind. I'm watching.
Yeah, I think
We'll
it's
make
looking a
everybody
little
watch
taller in
us
the profile
watching
view.
me.
Hey, look, it gets.
Yeah. And the brim of his hat where it connects to the rest of the hat.
There we go.
Like notice where it is in comparison to
I
the
have to
ear right
delete
now, and where it
everything.
is when it turns.
Oh yeah.
Wish I could speed through it.
And then the only other thing I would say is the line that comes out from the top of his nose to under
I
his
think
eye.
Twitch
if
has
you
actually
make
got
that
the
a tapered
least
line, it might not
lag.
look so.
I think Restream's actually got more lag than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Any suggestions there? I think his badge turns farther than the rest of it. Yeah,
And with the slamming of the drawer, I am on.
yeah, for sure it is.
Oh, moving right along.
Right along.
Yeah.
A little bigger.
Doo-ka-doo-doo-ka-doo.
Oh, yeah, what a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Oh, the boxiness of it. I get, yeah, that makes sense. I like saying some of a bitch instead of son of a bitch because you're never insulting someone's mother. You are the son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said ear two. Oh, I have it on the overlay layer. Some of a biatch. I like saying some of a bitch instead of son of a bitch because you're never insulting someone's mother. You are the sum of a bitch.
Yeah, I was realizing.
You know what I mean?
Once I have, if I get Cleveland's mouth pack, and then finish up this casual rig of Molly,
Yeah, that
if I
hat print changed
do
everything.
Skullgoth the Lich, I even have like all the stuff I need to get that other scene that I had storyboarded a while back. I can just like, I have all the rigs for those. Getting that. Right. Right. It'd be like, flush faster, flush it now.
Flush it.
Shoot! Ah!
Nice. All the moving pieces have assembled. Yeah. That's such a, like I said, it's all about the satisfaction of seeing your shit come to life. Although if I'm sitting on the can and my shit actually came to life, I might be a little freaked out, not so satisfied. I bring you love. It brings love. Break its legs.
It was just all very intense.
Yes.
Right, just back here.
Keep leaving that thing on. Everyone's so focused.
I have her wearing a hoodie, but I have no idea how the heck she'd get it over her head. with her horns in her ears. Maybe they have holes. They might have holes for the horns or something. I should do a sketch at some point of how she might, how she might look with the hood drawn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw grayscale on this to fine tune the colors.
Yeah. Woo.
See how it reads in
Rainbow polka dot.
it. Gotta have that surreal dream episode where everything's really like over the top.
Yeah.
That's,
Whoa,
yeah, that's a
black
good
and white.
point.
Yeah. Let's see. We have.
How that works.
Wait a minute. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do the full turnaround, it might be worth changing it now. No. Mm. Yeah.
Alright, got his head done.
Hmm.
Body part done. No, I'm really wishing I did the T-pose. Yeah, well, I will. These will just be extra drawings in the drawing library, image substitution library, I should say, that I will use during those scenes he's in. But for now, I'll leave it as is, and I'll work the T-pose in later. So I can basically use what I have here. I just have to change the hands, really. Oh, I got some pivot points too.
Just give him a big, a big old round booty.
Yeah. Make it plump.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Huh. It is funny how when I'm on video chat or listening to something, I'm wearing headphones, but I still like to I lean in with my and I'm I'm trying to hear better. And it's like, oh wait. Yeah. It's like, did I hear that right? It's like, oh yeah, the sound isn't over there. It's in my ear headphones.
I hate this part though on the profile.
You're
I'm
being
terrible at
mean.
drawing butts on the profile and making them look
I think
now that they draw this little pig butt.
sort of I think I've about gotten out of my system having switched to contacts.
Pig
The
old round booty.
the phantom lenses of trying to push your glasses up when you aren't wearing them.
Yeah.
I think I've about gotten
Sound a little
finished up with
distant
that. But I know first 6 months of it or
Yeah,
so
there's
wearing
one.
contacts, I'm like, I
It's
keep
probably
pushing up my glasses and they're not there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you lean to turn in a video game, you know?
It's like how I recently took out my nose ring and I'm still going to touch it to adjust it. Like there's nothing there.
Right.
Why? But bodies.
Things he do.
That's right. Here's your next character. A body full of butts.
Just all butts. You think it's 6-pack abs, but really it's just 3 butts stacked up.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Can see that as a Halloween costume.
Oh.
Sometimes I'll lay down thinking and then I'll close my eyes and it still feels like I'm wearing my glasses.
Maybe a little less saturated.
Butt bodies. A body full of butts. Butts.
Big butt.
Okay, got
Butt
3/4
abs, the
view.
Halloween costume.
Good to go. Ooh, and I just realized she's symmetrical. It's a symmetrical design at last, finally.
Nice.
Look at the rest of the cast and see if. I give them name tags often, but that's like a little yellow piece of. Well, a yellow rectangle, that's not too bad. That's fine. Very few of them are super asymmetrical. So I guess I can work with that. But this design in particular, it's just very
That's
symmetrical.
not
Very
okay.
nice. Now to apply this to all the other angles, which I'm hoping won't be too big of a headache.
Nah, you know what you're doing.
Finally! Doing yourself a favor. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I just have to have the belt above everything. Oh, I see. My pegging isn't right. 'Cause I don't have any pegs yet. That would explain
Well,
it all.
already.
Yep.
That still doesn't look right there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
No, better. And then his legs and pelvis really needs
oh, that's true.
Holy crap, that's bad. Then this needs to be above his head.
Okay.
Which means his shoulders. Yeah, that's. I guess that just stays
All
on.
right.
I really should go back and peg everything and put them in position so I can see what I'm drawing properly. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. It's time for the end. Short stream today.
Always a blast.
Yeah.
Without
Good to
Mike.
see you guys.
Yeah, well, me and Nat have a puppy